Have you ever come across any school across Canada that guarantees you a job even before you finish your program? Yes, those schools actually exist in Canada, and in this video we will talk about the schools, the provinces, and what programs do they offer. Hello everyone, this is Coach Rice and this is Quest Canada. The province of Nova Scotia has been experiencing shortage of professional healthcare workers and CCAs, or the continuing care assistants. Professionals are certainly one of them. As a matter of fact, the government of Nova Scotia released a program wherein any student who will study this program will be free on tuition plus a financial sustenance or assistance on textbooks. Now, guys, unfortunately, this is only applicable to domestic students. For international students, you will have to pay the tuition, which is around about 21,000 for a full program. The program runs for 1 year only. The salary range of a CCA in Nova Scotia ranges between 43,000 and 48,000 for the full year. If you compare that to the tuition that you will have to pay, essentially on your first year, you are able to cover the cost that you will incur. The province of Nova Scotia has got a specific collaboration with different institutions. So these institutions are Cape Breton Business College, Eastern College, Island Career Academy, Nova Scotia Community College, Oxford International College in Halifax, and University of St. Anne. Nova Scotia Community College, being a publicly funded institution, means that after your school, you are then provided, or you can apply for a postgraduate work permit, and it is a 1 year program, and therefore your PGWP will be 1 year as well. Now, being not a master's degree, you are not able to take your spouse with you, but you are able to take your children with you. The issue with that is that if you will study and you have got children who are in an elementary school, you definitely have to juggle your schedule from schooling, working part-time, and taking care of your children. Nevertheless, those are just the things that you have to consider shall you decide to take your children with you. With a private institution, though, you do not get to have this perk. You cannot apply for a PGWP because private institutions are not allowed to issue such. But the beautiful thing with two institutions in this list that I have just mentioned is that they guarantee job placements. The other private institutions, I did read on lengthy their websites, and they do not necessarily promise job placements, but they say in their website that they have got private institutions or private people, companies that they have got close relations with who are ready to hire the student that they have. But again, it's not a guaranteed job placement. So the two schools, and I know you're waiting for this, the two schools that essentially guarantee job placements are: one, Oxford International School in Halifax. Oxford International School has got locations in Vancouver, in Toronto, and in Halifax, but in this video, we are particular with the Halifax campus. Oxford essentially says in their website that they guarantee job placements for their students on CCA program. Otherwise, they will return your money. But receiving your money back is the last thing that you should hope for, because essentially, if you have spent effort, resources, time, etc. on finishing this program, then you definitely should push for a job placement. But this is a promise that they have, and therefore they definitely make good on this promise. They definitely will adhere to this promise. Otherwise, their integrity will definitely be tarnished. Guys, if you can do me a favor, please, if this video gave you any information that is sensible to you, that it was able to help you in any way, please let me know by hitting the subscribe button or liking this video in particular, so that I know what kind of videos I should be making more of in the future. The second school that is worth for you to look at is Eastern College. The Eastern College, if you look at their website, they pretty much say the same. It's a 37-week program wherein 5 days in a week you will have to attend the program. But the beautiful thing is, it's a 2 day in a week paid working schedule while you are studying in this program. So 3 days in a week, you will have a regular schooling, and 2 days in a week will be paid internship, which is absolutely remarkable, and it will certainly help you with your finances. In their website, they definitely say that there is job placements across Nova Scotia in regions such as Halifax, Annapolis Valley, South Shore region, and Northern region. There are different situations to every student. If a student essentially has got a bachelor's degree, works as a professional in accounting, let's say, and holds a managerial position, managing people, or have been in a certain engineering industry for so many years, and you essentially see this CCA program in Nova Scotia as a program that could essentially be your pathway to being a PR here, then how do you define that? How do you justify that in your application, in your study plan, perhaps? And the answer is, it is doable. There are people, students who were nurses in the Philippines and in the Middle East, and they come here taking accounting or different other industries, definitely different from what they finished and what they worked at industry-wise. And this is the same case. It can be done, but you have to be careful with your justification on your study plan. Progress on your education, progress on your personal the development, progress on your financial development. Definitely, those are things that you have to consider when you justify on your study plan the idea of taking CCA. If you need help with all of this, guys, we can help you. Email us admin@questcanadaca.com or visit our website and fill out the free eligibility assessment link, and we will come back to you on that. Is the CCA program for everyone? I would say so. I believe so it is. But with an applicant who has got a family, perhaps it will be a little bit difficult, because again, the applicant cannot take the spouse with her. If the applicant takes the children, then it will be a juggle of time, as I mentioned earlier. But it is certainly doable. Now, if the applicant is willing to move to Canada and study here and work on the program, finish the program, land a job, and apply for PR, those entire process could well be 2 to 3 years. And within those timeline, after receiving your permanent residency, you are then able to take your family with you. Meanwhile, while you are in Canada studying, your dependents can come to Canada as visitors on a visit visa, and then essentially stay here 6 months of each stay. And they don't necessarily have to leave Canada. They can just extend their stay in Canada, and that can be done through the GCK portal without leaving Canada. But these are just ideas. Again, coming to Canada on visit visa can be a little bit tricky, because then the spouse cannot work on visit visa, and the children cannot study, of course. Only if they are on study permit, then that's the time they're allowed to study for elementary, high school, and even on college. We can make the entire assessment of your profile, of your situation, the best strategies easier for you. You do not have to stress about it. Again, email us admin@questcanadaca.com.